a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason.
As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the SEC, the New Mexico Lobos.
For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he's going to bring this one out.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
FAU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. Finds a seam. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Owls. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
To the air on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Dances away to buy time. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st down.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Lobos moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico! Looking for the tie with the extra point. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Gives it on the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. All by himself down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
All out of space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Lobos want to move quickly.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Oh! Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on the money. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Lobos! Extra point here will tie the game. He's looking. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he's knocked down.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
FAU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Finds the big tight end. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it past the marker. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on 1st and 2nd down and then have a total breakdown on 3rd. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Lobos need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top. Touchdown Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on defense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Toss sweep right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time.
He's got it, first down and more. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Smashes ahead. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Lobos are in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown, Lobos! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With the catch, it's Morales. Turning it on! He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
It's caught. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He'll set up to throw. Trying to bull his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
To the air on second down. On target. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to... Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big run.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds a tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. 6th play of the drive coming up. Making side adjustments here. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Lobos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs. Take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I think on offense here in a 2-minute situation, down a possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now,
and it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Got him downfield. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. Bring in the heat. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being